Welcome back. Well, we're switching a few things here, and we have our artist of the week in the studio. Well,
you saw
fortunately,
that microphone.
You saw a microphone.
But I think
you didn't see anything. There was no
with
camera.
Music too. Sometime
Are you
ago.
serious?
He will tell us.
Anyway, he will tell us about his. Right now, they say he's an actor. He's a filmmaker. He's a director. He's a producer from Oyo State. He started acting in 1978. And he did a little piece for us in here. We asked him a question before we came on air, and he had to tell us. So he'll tell us that story when we introduce him. Mr. Saheed Balogun, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're okay.
Well, as you can see, we're okay. We're breathing. So I asked you a question about there's a scar on your head. Was it a movie you acted, or I hope it's not a scar from a when you did one stunt?
I tried to spoil my bad record, but I will try and straighten it. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I told you in the movie I slept with a married woman and the husband caught me. That was in the movie.
Okay, that was in the movie.
But in real life, 2006, August 28, I had an accident. So,
So that's a reminder.
Yeah.
Done. So in 1978, you decided you wanted to start acting, and what was the title of that thing you acted? Or?
Let him tell us.
I mean, no. Then it was like a youth program on NTV then, you know. So they invited me there and I did all I could. And the producer was like, boy, oh boy, you can add more color to this by, making it, you can take it further. And I was like, there and then, whoops, let it rest. Was from there and then, henceforth, I'll pick it up. And I'm here today.
So in 1989, you produced the first movie, City Girl.
Thank you very much. Yes, I did. I was in Ilorin then with one wrestler then, like the African Tiger.
How many cameras did you use for that production?
One. What do you expect? Just one camera there and then.
Okay. But these days, how many cameras do you use?
As much as you can afford. 3, 2,
4, 5.
Do you remember this one? Is this the married woman you...
No, this was in the movie.
That's the movie now. Is that the married woman?
This must be a long time.
Look at me, looking clean, good and cool. Yes, I have to fan my ego a little bit here now. Look at me. This is nice. This was Smoker's film, I guess.
Okay. Now, what does acting mean to you? I see you do Yoruba movies, and sometimes I find you in, English movies too.
Oh, no. The thing is, movie has no language. It's when they call it movie, is a moving picture. You look at it. If you can tune down the volume of your TV, like I always say, and you understand and you feel what they're doing, that's a movie. If you tune down the volume of your TV, it has no language. If you can't understand what they're doing, that's a documentary or a talk show. Do you get it? So, movie has no language. Once you can speak the language, the most important thing is pass the message across. That's You
have acted, you've produced, you have directed. Which of them would you prefer to do?
Okay, like now I'm a president of an association, the Golden Movie and Ambassador of Nigeria. Okay, what I would prefer basically is doing what Capital G has ordained me to do. By next month, February 5, I'll be 50 years old. So I tell Capital GOD, I said, whoa, Father, if it's directing, show me the way. For now, you see, I'm just trying to go ding, dang, ding. All over the world, you see actors directing, producing. But when you get to a stage in life, you say, okay, let me see it. I would prefer to do what Capital GOD ordained for me to do. But for now, I don't know yet. I love everything I'm doing.
So during the acting, there's this film, I think is that Modupe Temi.
Good.
Just about 2 of you or 4.
Yeah, the first of its kind in the history of Africa. 2 people. I shot it. That's why I said movie is no language. A professor saw me in Kenya and it was like, how come you shoot that movie in your language? And I said, sir, let it rest. Movie has no language. Just took us the first in the history of Africa. I walk around and I say to all the movie makers around that, I've been able to show the whole Africa that we Nigerians, we are not giant of Africa by words, by action. It is the first of its kind, just 2 people.
Remind me of that storyline again. It was just husband and wife, I think.
Yes, when you have you and your wife, you try to, rub ego into each other's face. You have this argument. No. To keep your home is you have to think alike, behave alike, see the same vision so that you can carry along the same mission. That's it. So the movie is all about how to keep your home, in a nutshell.
And just two of you. For how many minutes?
1 hour, 45 minutes, to so. 1 hour, 45 minutes.
Would you like to do that again?
Yes, if I can, I'll go, yeah. Now in a much more bigger form.
Okay. But tell me what you think about the industry in Nigeria, the movie industry, Nollywood to be precise.
Fantastic question. I love you. Like I said, I'm the president of the Golden Movie Ambassador of Nigeria. We're nowhere yet. I won't lie. We're just trying to restructure ourselves, reposition ourselves where we should be. But to me, let me give you an example why I said that. 3 years ago, one government came out, the past administration said, we contributed a lot to the ending of this country. And yet they've not passed any hard law on piracy. Everybody's seeing petrol. In Africa now, all over the world, they say we are the third largest movie maker. And the lawmakers are there for about 14, 16 years and they're not passing laws, any laws. The committee in the Senate and House of Assembly, they've not done anything. So we are nowhere. If you pass hard law on piracy, give us a good structure like Mopicon want to do now. BOI, they're doing a lot. We can. Go to the insurance company, they won't answer you. Recently, the Golden Movie Ambassador, I'm sorry to mention this name, and they're ready to help. Went to Unilever, I would say, okay, all the veterans, not the rich one, who are suffering, we don't have insurance that can back them up. You cannot find billboard companies, giving them endorsement. Can you please help us? They now said, oh, they have a department that can say, okay, sir or ma, you are old. Let's help you out. We give you our product to sell. We give you a home and make you look good. If we are somewhere, that won't happen. What if companies like Unilever are not saying yes? Who will answer us? So to me, SEIDI, we're nowhere yet. We're getting there. We're just struggling, hustling to be there.
In terms of the production or in terms of taking
the productions, we're doing well. We are using our ability to share the way the disability in us. Technically, technical-wise, the technology-wise, everything, we're doing well. But if you give me 10 billion now, how do I refund your money? How do you recoup your money? How do you make profit? If you don't, you won't come back to me. The structure is not strong enough. To me, that's what I think.
One of your colleagues posted a video of, what do you call it now? Area boys harassing you during a shoot. And in that comment, she said, I'm fed up that anytime we go out to shoot, we spend a lot of money settling them, but they still come out to harass us. Have you got experience?
That's part of Whoa, you're asking a question. You know my nickname in Yoruba, Walada. They see me with bad boy, with good attitude. You see all these boys flocking around me asking. They do it all the time. Getting to this place, I still face it at beggar there. I have to give them something. I don't have a choice. Who is going to prevent me? There is no security around me. The recession, if you are not careful, will lead to depression that can lead to diversion that will take you to another place. They do it all the time to us. And there is not. The last administration did well. The then Lagos State government, he came on air and said, if you harassed any star and you were caught, you've been sued. They reduced it. Now nobody.
As if you are caught.
Yeah, as if you're caught.
Okay.
Now nobody's talking about it.
Let's talk about you. You've been in this for quite a number of years. What do you have to tell upcoming, actors and actresses?
In 1 minute.
Yes, we should go and look for, pray to get there. When getting there, pray to maintain it. And we should please beg the government to give us good structure, pass hard laws on. If you're coming, pray so that the Lord can use you to shed light into our darkness. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much for coming on this morning. I wish we had a longer time to talk about this. Saheed Balogun has been our artist of the week. We'll take a short break now, and Sunrise will be back in a moment.